Imagine the warm Mediterranean sun beating down on Barcelona's gleaming training grounds, where the hum of eager voices and the thud of leather on turf mingle like music. Amid that vibrant chorus, 19-year-old Jan Virgili stood out, not yet in fame but in promise. For weeks he'd been woven into the fabric of the first-team sessions, darting along the sidelines, testing defenders and sending perfectly angled crosses into the penalty area. Coaches murmured in admiration. Teammates gave him nods of approval. It felt as though he was on the brink of breaking through, ready at any moment to step onto the stage of the Asia pre-season tour. Would this be his moment to shine? Pause. Enter Hansi Flick, Barcelona's new manager, carrying fresh demands and fresh faces. The club had pulled off stunning signings. Marcus Rashford's name flashed in lights and Rooney Bargi's arrival sparked headlines. In the locker rooms, cool shadows, flickering screens displayed highlight reels of senior stars, and whispers swirled. Where does Virgili fit in now? In a crisply delivered decision, Flick left him behind. Just like that, the summer tour bus pulled away without him, engines roaring, destiny shifting in its wake. But why was the proud young winger left on the platform? What did this mean for his future? On social media feeds and in cafe chatter, the rumours gained momentum. Had Barcelona decided Virgili's chapter with the senior squad reached its end? Could Mallorca, with its sun-kissed stadium on the island's southern coast, be waiting in the wings to snatch him? Fans tapped out messages, Mallorca want him? Yet Barcelona insiders offered no official comment, leaving the story suspended like a question mark in the Balearic breeze. What would come next for this restless talent? Just as Mallorca seemed poised to make their move, another voice rose in the Catalan hills. According to AS Girona, Barcelona's regional rivals had also cast admiring eyes on Virgili. Now the race was on between two La Liga clubs, each determined to bolster their flanks with youthful flair. The rivalry sharpened the stakes. It wasn't just about signing a promising winger. It was a point of pride in Catalonia's footballing tapestry. Could Mallorca outpace Girona's bid, or would the Pyrenean side swoop in at the last second? On the island, manager Jagoba Arrasate felt the weight of the season ahead pressing on his shoulders. In training, he watched his wingers run through drills under the glaring sun, yet depth was thin and fatigue stalked every sprint. He needed reinforcements, someone to breathe new energy into the flanks. Enter Virgili. Pace, creativity, and that spark Flick had briefly ignited in Barcelona's camp. Arrasate earmarked him as the first target, convinced that the 19-year-old could fill gaps and ignite Mallorca's attack. But could they strike a deal before Girona? The clock was ticking. Back at Barcelona, Virgili's future lay in limbo. With Rashford and Bargi now occupying the senior setup, the only match action awaiting him would come in the RFF Segunda Division with Barca Athletic. Picture the contrast, the roar of camp new on a Champions League night versus a sparse crowd on a drizzly Segunda pitch. Could his rapid rise stall amid a lower-tier reserve side? Or would a move to Mallorca offer first-team minutes, where each fan's shout and each tackle taken would fuel his growth? Or the dilemma hung in the air, stay and risk stagnation, or leap into the unknown for a chance to flourish. Mallorca's board, shrewd and pragmatic, had already sketched out a backup plan. Gabriel Martinez, a 22-year-old left winger at Braga, had caught their eye with his direct runs and eye-catching goals. He offered experience beyond Virgili's raw potential, but lacked that fresh burst of teenage ambition. In scouting reports, Martinez's footwork glake embers ready to ignite, yet Arrasate's heart seemed set on Virgili's unbridled verve. Which path would Mallorca choose if Barcelona's price tag climbed too high? Now as summer's heat ripples through La Liga's boardrooms, Virgili's fate hangs between two gates. Will Mallorca clinch the deal, carving a pathway for him under the Balearic sun? Will Girona snatch him away, sending him to the foothills of the Pyrenees? And what terms will Barcelona demand? Sell-on clauses or buy-back options? Insurance for a club unwilling to let go completely? The die is cast, the next chapter unwritten, and all eyes in Catalonia watch, hearts pounding, as the transfer saga edges toward its climax. What twist awaits just beyond the horizon?